So hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we have a special guest in the building, the very famous and infamous Cyber Ant Dragon from the GX era. So finally I bought something else from AliExpress rather than watches, watch straps and watch accessories to kind of expand my room, to add something new addition to my room. So give it up for Zane to bless us with this proper unboxing review for my brand new watch dives WD0003c, or most commonly known throughout the watch community as the Elementum series. So as we're gonna do the unboxing of this watch, I'm gonna talk you uh, through this watch. So basically, when I first time I saw the Aventurine dial was on the previous model, the WD0003. It was released last January, and I was immediately hooked. I was immediately in love with this watch. I was like, I'm gonna buy this watch. I don't care when, I don't care how, and I already know that I'm gonna buy the purple color. The purple because on the purple color you can see the. So that was the packaging, basically, just this box, no bubble wrap inside or stuff like that. But as long as the watch is nice and safe, don't really care about the bubble wrap. So I immediately know that I'm gonna buy the purple color because it really kind of captures the Aventurine dial, the sparkles and the glittering, to give you that nighttime sky effect. You get me, like something similar to the card in front of us. But before I opened this watch, I was hesitant because of two reasons why I didn't immediately bought this watch. The first reason is watch dives typically and historically, they always evolve and improve their watches. Like they released the WD0003 with a 3-link bracelet and quick release spring bars. First of all, then few months later, they released it with a 5-link bracelet, but no quick release spring bars. And the second biggest reason why I didn't bought the Aventurine dial immediately, didn't pull the trigger, because I was not entirely convinced by the amount of application on the dial, which I will get to it later. All depends on the concept of the watch, on the amount they put in, and how the process go for watch days when they make the dials. But from all the YouTube videos and shorts that I've seen on Reddit, on Facebook groups, like maybe 30 to 35% from all the black and purple Aventurine dials, there was not enough application of the sparkles and glitterings on the watch. And I waited like a year and few months later when they released the Elementum series, and from the few videos that I've seen from the upgraded version from the Aventurine dials, I was convinced, and I hope I'm satisfied with the application of the glittering and the sparkles. Before I reveal this watch to you, so let's see the grand opening to see if I'm really satisfied or not. So this is the watch. Nice packaging here. It's supposed to be like here. Yes, you already know you have your standard sizing tool, manual instruction. Oh, they didn't put the manual instruction. Usually they put, I don't know if they have it here. There's nothing on this side. Oh, I'm kind of nervous, guys. So there's a little bit of hair on the watch. I don't think it's human, don't really care. So let's see if I'm really satisfied from the Aventurine dial or not. Oh, this is amazing. This is, oh my god. I'm over the moon with this watch. I'm over the moon with the sparkles, with the glittering. This is everything I wanted from the watch. This is phenomenal craftsmanship, phenomenal watchmaking. I mean, I have no other words to explain Watch Dives. I mean, they nailed it. They definitely nailed it from the top, from the get-go. I mean, look at this, all this glitter. I even put a new light bulb to see how depends on the lights. I'm gonna zoom out a bit from this angle. Also, I'm gonna do another YouTube shorts on direct sunlight, because as you know, the Aventurine dials gives you a different effect on during sunlight, daylight, and room light, room conditions, and stuff like that, which is typically for texture dial watches. As you know by now, I'm like a proper texture dial watches, because the texture dial is the center of attention, and every other component on the watch resolves around the texture dial to evolve it, to make it more visible and noticeable. You get me? So every component they put on the watch must be properly thought about it and planned to really elevate the watch. So what I mean before, when I said before we do like the proper I'm gonna probably start kind of unpackage it, the plastic, because I already know the plastic is gonna take me a lot of time to remove it. What I mean with the Aventurine dial, because all depends on your taste. You get me? Like before this watch, I seen Cistern Sub 300T. They released that's a diver Adoxa homage with Aventurine dial, and on that dial, because it's a diver, you don't want a diver to be too flashy. You don't want to be with polished chamfers and stuff like that, like other watches brands do. So in that sense, in that concept for a diver, you want it to be the Aventurine dial more subtle. Also, San Martin, they released like I have little bit of trouble removing the plastic. It is really difficult. Maybe I'll have to pause the video to remove the plastic. Maybe I need to spend more time removing the plastic than talking. Let me use my without damaging the watch. Also, San Martin released a GMT Aventurine dial, and for that concept and for that model, the Aventurine dial is applied perfectly. I have no issues with that. If I wanted to buy Aventurine GMT watch, I probably will go with the San Martin version. Also, after that, few months back, Watch Daves released I think it's their first ever dress watch, the Constellante, something like that, Constellation series. It's a dress watch. It's a 36mm dress watch, and as you know by now, dress watches are always kind of small diameter, 36mm, and they are all about simplicity. And for that type of watch, you don't want the Aventurine dial to have too much sparkle and glittering, to kind of not to be too noisy. You get me? So it all depends on the concept of the watch, how much they want to put the sparkles and glittering on the Aventurine dial, and depends on the concept. I've seen like many people didn't want too many flashy Aventurine dials, like, and most people, like for the first Wd0003 went for the black dial, which is completely okay and reasonable for them. I have like a little bit of issue with removing the plastic to see the dial better. I probably gonna need to pause the video just for a minute. So finally we are back with removing the plastic. I had a pretty difficult time. I never had such a difficult time removing the plastic. Also, I want to pinpoint I'm not gonna remove this side of the plastic right now because I'm gonna size this watch to fit my 17 centimeter wrist, and I'm very like paranoid and panicking when I sizing the bracelet. I always use this bubble wrapped or some piece of cloth to put my watches under when I'm sizing with the tools. But for a brand new watch and watch of this quality, I don't want to have any type of scratches immediately. So that's why I'm not gonna remove the this side of the foil to properly see. So I don't know even where we ended with the review about this watch. So to make a long story short, I already talked about the concept and the dial of the watches and the consolanta. So basically, to start from what's the difference between the previous WD0003 and this Elementum series? Uh, they upgraded. First of all, is the logo. As you can see, this is an applied logo. On the previous version, they used like a different type of logo, like a printed logo. Oh, I forgot to put the gloves for this. So let me put the gloves real quick. For this style of watchman, I got to use the gloves. I bought these gloves especially for these watch reviews. So basically what they did, they put an applied logo. They kind of, I think they improved the dials, the chaptering a bit. The dials, excuse me, the indices and the hands. You can see like a little bit of polishing and brushing done on the hands and indices. It's done pretty nicely. I mean, when we talk about watch dives, I mean, look at the case finish. I mean, what else to say? This is exceptionally made well. I mean, the transitions between brushing and polishing is done on a very high level. Um, the problem I have with these gloves that I cannot really change zoom in, zoom out. So probably I'm gonna take the gloves out. Wasted too much time on that. I mean, double dome sapphire crystal, the distortion is done pretty nicely between brushing and polishing on the hands indices. They play nice with the light like that, especially for this model because it's the Aventurine dial. Also, they updated the clasp. They updated the clasp. This is a milled clasp. I cannot really open it. Okay, pretty nice. And also they kept the quick release spring bars, which I thought, I'm not quite sure on the WD0003 B type. They removed the quick release spring bars. Correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, the glittering and sparkles are much more visible during the daylight, and always have people complaining. I mean, what do you complain about? This 5-link bracelet. I mean, look at the polishing. This is exceptionally done well. Look at the bezel. Look at the bevel. Look how it's nice done. I even zoom in 2 times. I mean, look at this. Look at it's no rattling noise on the bracelet, no nothing like that, no jingly jangly. This is no hollow links on the bracelet. I mean, look at this profile, female end links. Um, the camera sometimes is not zooming in properly. I really like this place here between the end link and the case. It's properly done. I mean, it's everything about watch days I like. I mean, you got the proportions, the sizing on their official website. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. This is already a 15-minute video. Everything I like about everything I like about this watch. Um, Definitely, the Elementum series is a upgraded version from the previous version. And I don't know, people always complaining, bro. so they are not enough air coating. I mean, you get what you paid for. I mean, this watch was like 200 euros when it was first released. Now it's around 120 something euros. I bought it even cheaper during the sales by few dollars. I mean, even the bracelet is so good. I don't even. I will definitely gonna wear this watch on this bracelet. So this is how much space it has. Probably gonna remove like, I don't know, like 3 to 4 links to size me perfectly on my 17 centimeter wrist. I don't know how much it is that on inches for my American friends. But usually before I buy a watch, I think and I imagine I use Photoshop to see how the watch will stand fit with other straps, but definitely on this type of watch, the bracelet is exceptionally done. This is the best bracelet that I own till date from all the watches from AliExpress and all the bracelet sets that I bought from AliExpress. This is definitely phenomenal. Maybe not really San Martin standard, but it's definitely up there with the best. And I even see another video from the Elementum series, the purple ice crack dial. There was a guy on YouTube. He was comparing it with the Grand Seiko. I mean, the fact that 150 something US dollars stands toe to toe with a Grand Seiko tells you everything you need to know about this watch. I mean, this is probably the best Aventurine dial you can buy in the world for this money. I'm not capping. I'm not overhyping it. I'm not too emotionally like I'm not letting my emotions think for the watch because before I bought this watch, I was doing research on all the Aventurine dials. I was like searching on YouTube posts and stuff like that, and I've seen few major brands making Aventurine dials, and this is probably the Aventurine dial I like the most. Even if I was a millionaire and I had too much money to spend, and even if the Aventurine dial was my favorite dial, I will probably go with this watch, not the other major brands that you're gonna see on YouTube. This is the best Aventurine dials you can buy from China and AliExpress, and the best Aventurine dial you can buy in the world for the money. I mean, this is everything I like and expected from Aventurine dials, and I'm so happy that I waited a year and a half to for Watch Devs to release the Elementum series and not buying the WD0003. So I'm gonna keep you posted and noted about this watch. I'm gonna put some YouTube shorts and stuff like that for this watch. Ask me everything, anything. I always reply. This is not a paid review. I paid this watch with my own money. This is completely honest. So that's it. Gonna show you a YouTube short on direct sunlight, and don't wanna make this YouTube video too long, and thank you for watching, and I keep you posted. Bye bye.